Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be building this awesome home screen page. We will be building our custom bottom navigation with this amazing icons and this amazing cars. And also we'll be adding this filter icon over here with the search bar. After this we'll be moving to the search screen and after this filter. Okay, so yeah, so let me tell you what you have to do first. So come to the repository, go to the authflow branch, and I hope you have watched my previous video. So come to this authflow branch and just take the pull from this branch, because I have added three assets, which is the image of this car and the image of this Tesla logo. So I want to tell you that after this UI part, we'll be building the backend of it. So all the logos and all the cars images will be coming from the backend itself. So yeah, so let me tell you before starting this video. So I know that you all guys are watching this video and liking this video. So I want to request you that please do subscribe and share my videos with your friends and colleagues who wants to learn the React Native and app development in a very professional way. So let's get started. So what you have to do, come to the VS Code and open your emulator. Let's see if the Metro bundler is working or not. So let's refresh this, and yeah, so let's get started. So as you know, I have already linked this to the buttons. Like when I click on the continue, it goes to the verify your number and so on. So after what I want now, so let me tell you first that we have developed the auth flow, right? We have developed the auth flow. So this is home screen. So what is the difference between these two? So auth flow will be a separate stack and the home screen will be a separate stack which will contain this bottom navigation. So I repeat, the bottom navigation will be another stack and this will be another stack which will not contain this bottom navigation. So let me tell you how it is happening. So come to the app navigator. So if you see that the main combined stack is our main stack, right? In the app navigator, if you come to the apps.tsx, we are rendering this app navigator, right? So inside it we have this combined stack. When I click on this, we have a list of three stacks, which is tab stack, which is having the bottom navigation which we require right now. Okay, and this is the auth stack where we define our onboarding screen and the auth screen, right? And after this we have this another stack which is root stack, which will be uh, a stack where the bottom navigation will not exist, but it is the part of authentication. So it means that even if the user is authenticated, then that user will not be seen this bottom navigation. For that reason we have developed that root stack. Suppose for example user is on this screen, so we do not want to show the bottom navigation. So this kind of screen or this kind of screen we will define in this stack, which is root stack. So as of now we require the tab navigation, so we'll be defining our screen in this tab stack, right? Let's go to this stack and see. So we have this stack over here and we have temporarily added the onboarding screen. So let's add our first screen, which is home screen. Make a folder which is home, enter, type home dot screen dot tsx. Okay, so let's add another file, home dot styles dot ts. So let's copy the styles first and paste it over here. Remove the unnecessary one as we do not need it. Okay, so let's add the home screen code rnfe home screen. Okay, so let's add this into app navigator. Come to the line number 95 and add home screen, give it name over here, and as you can see it is showing one warning. So let's add it into navigation route. So over here let's define it. Now the error has been gone. So what we have to do, copy this name, give it initial route. For tab stack the initial route will be home screen, and after that come over here, route name home screen. Yeah, it's looking good. Now let me tell you what I'm doing. So come over here in this particular stack, combined stack, I have defined one variable which is authenticated. It is static, hard coded. So what I am doing here, if it is false, so it will render auth stack, and if it is true, it will render tab stack. So currently, as we wanted to develop auth screen, so I did is authenticated as false, so it was showing auth stack. So let me make it true. So now we are authenticated. So yeah, we are seeing the home screen. So yeah, here what we will do, we will write the code for the authentication. So it is the later part. Okay, so let's add the safe area view from React Native safe area context, and let's go to the styles, remove these imports, and let's see if the styles are working or not. Import the styles, const style from create styles, not from navigator but from home styles. Okay, so yeah, let's give this style to this safe area and see styles dot container. Yeah, it's looking perfectly fine. So let's see what we have to do here. Okay, so if you can see that this is the part of header. Okay, so we want this logo over here, and we have to make one component which will be called as header component. Okay, a separate header component. So let's copy the logo of this quint first. So let's make it give it the color as white. Come to the verify OTP screen, and this container, as well as we need this background color, so we are copying it over here, and as well as we need the same styling for padding and vertical and horizontal. Import this, and now let's go to the screen. Now we need this logo. Import this. Also we need to import the car logo style from verify screen. Import the assets as well, for asset from asset, and import the styles like the flex row and the car and title styles. Okay, let's go to this file, import font size, import typography. Yeah, it's looking fine. Let's see, it's looking good. So remove this safe area as we have given the padding. So yeah, it's looking fine. So if you can see, there is one this border bottom, right? So let's add that first. Remove this import and go to the UI utils, and if you can see here, okay, so what we will do, let's add this into another view, add one style over here, header, add border bottom width will be 1, border bottom width, border bottom colors dot, let's see, we have border. Okay, let's give it over here, style is equal to styles dot header. Yeah, there is a border as you can see, but there is one issue, as container is having a padding horizontal, the border is having a gap. So now it's looking fine, but we have to give padding inside the header, so that same padding will be using over here. So let's add that. Yeah, it's looking fine. So let's add these two icons over here. First one is bell icon from the notification, so let's add that first. So for that, let's add this view, and let's go to the React Native bell from material icons, Okay, leave it. We'll use this octagons. Let's write over here, import this. Octagons. Okay, let's give the name as it's bell, so let's give the name as bell, and as well as size, scale 38. It's too much, let's give 28, or let's give 24. Yeah, it's fine. So now what we will have to do, let's add another thing which is pressable. Give the bell over here, give the styles dot bell. Okay, let's give it over here. Border width, let's give border width 1, border color border. Okay, let's give align self center. Let's add padding 8, border radius 100, border radius has a scale 100. So let's do one thing, let's give height and width, make it scale as 32, and as well as let's do width scale 32. So let's make it 38. Yeah, now instead of align self, let's do align item center, justify content center, and yeah, it's cool. Remove the align self. So now what we have to do, to this header icon style, we'll have to add flex direction as a row, and as well as align item center and justify content space between. So yeah, it's looking fine, but as you can see, it's going out of the screen. So let's check the reason for it. So let's see why it is happening. So go to the header component and see by giving background color. So add max width 100% and add margin right 20. So give this. Okay, so got the reason for it. So I had added here flex as 1. So because the reason we added this flex 1, so I think it took whole space from like us the right side. So as soon as I removed it, it's looking good. So when you see in this UI, you will see that the size of this is a little big than this car logo. So for the reason we are showing it like this. If you can see, the bell icon's size is less than this circle, but in our case the bell icon is looking much more bigger. So let's make it 20. Yeah, it's looking fine. Let's give the color to this icon. Color is equal to colors dot border. So let's see if color is right or not. Okay, icon, if you can see 7676 and 76. So let's see in our colors file 76. Okay, so let's add that color. Let's give it name bell and then this color. So let's add that color over here, colors dot bell. Okay, so yeah, and after that let's add the logo for this person. So for that, let's take this and add one over here as styles dot flex row. Okay, both having the same gap, so let's add the column gap as 14. So if you can see, the distance between this and this is quite similar. So let's come back, and instead of this icon we are going to have a picture of someone. So let's add the image. So let's add the logo. So what I have done, I have added one asset. So as you can see, this person image. So let's add that person over here. Copy this, type person, and see what it has, the name person.png. Okay, So let's add a person. Okay, fine. Inside this source, let's import the person, and now give it over here and see, yeah, it's showing fine. So let's go to the styles and add over here person. So let's give the height as 28, as well as the width. Yeah, that's it. And then add it over here, styles.person. But as you can see, that person do not have the border. So instead of let's remove the bell styles and give the same height and same width as the bell is having. So let's add 38, and it's looking fine, but let's add 40 because I think it's looking small because it's having the border. So yeah, it's done. So let's remove the red color and see how it's looking. Yeah, it's looking fine, as you can see. So now the next part is, if you can see that we have built the input component, right? The input component is like this, but if you can see, the similarities of this search component and the input component is the same, but the only difference it's having is that it's having one icon inside this container. So for that we can modify the input component, and then let's see how it goes. So let's add the input component. Let's minimize this and add input component, and yeah, now type a placeholder search your dream car. Let's copy and paste it over there like this, and just paste it over here. Placeholder will be this. Yeah, fine. As you can see that every this thing is aligned, so it's having a space from left and right. So let's wrap this into one thing, which is main, and add some padding horizontal, styles.main. Okay, so come over here and wrap it into the main. See, padding horizontal, and add it over here. Yeah, fine. Now what I have to do, let's add this icon, which is search icon. So let's go to the input component, and inside this let's add here, we can add anything. So I want the JSX to be rendered over here. It should be whatever, like icon or any text. So I'm going to give it a name, left action. Okay, left action. So let me add this into the props, and it will be a type left action, not needed. So it will be optional, JSX dot element, and yeah, that's it. So let's add that, but before that let's bring out the search icon. So type over here search, and I always choose from material UI. So let's see if material UI have. So let's take this icon, material icon search. So add here left action, material icons. Let's import this like this, and write the name over here as search, and see. So yeah, the search is looking fine, but it's so small. So let's see by adding some size. So let's add 28. Yeah, perfectly fine. But check the color of the icon. So icon's color is, I think, the same one of the bell icon, which is 76, 76 and 76. So let's come over here and see by giving the color to it, not to this input component but to the material icons component. Let's do color of colors dot, what was the name of the bell icon? So it was bell. So I think the name should be generic, so let's do that right over here. So I'm going to rename this bell icons the color, which is gray. I think we do not have any gray color, so make it gray. So it will be a generic color. So you can see bell icon is having color of a border. Okay, and now it's gray. So yeah, it's fine. But as you can see that the icon is having a space from left side, and in both this placeholder and the icon there is only a less space, very less. So let's go to the input component and make sure that it's not affecting the previous screens as well. So let's see what we have done. If you can see the input, it's having the margin horizontal and margin left as well. So let's remove the margin and padding horizontal, so it's looking fine. Add that padding horizontal to this top container like this. Yeah, it's looking good. So come over here and reduce the size 24. Yeah, it's looking fine. Let's remove it, do it much less. Okay, 22. Yeah, it's looking fine. We'll have to increase the placeholders text. Okay, so yeah, and now for an instance, let's see if previous screens are affected or not by making is authenticated as false. Okay, yeah, as you can see it is not affected. Yeah, it's looking perfectly fine. So yeah, let's come to the screen and see why it's giving. Okay, it is asking for on change text, so let's add it, console.log e, and over here let's define it. Yeah, it's looking fine. So now the remaining part is this filter icon, so let's add that. Search it over here, filter. So the filter is having 3 dots with the 3 lines. So let's see that icon if we can find. We cannot find that icon. So let's do one thing. Let's take out a filter icon, which is material UI is giving. So for that, I'm adding this filter outline. So material community icons, filter outline. So let's add that first, material community icons. Let's import it and add it over here. Name filter hyphen outline. Yeah, this looks good. And then size, scale 38, 28. Okay, let's give it 26, and then the color which I want will be the colors.gray, and the style will not be the filters, but let's add the color first. Okay, looks good. And it's also going to have a border, so let's wrap it into the pressable. So let's add the pressable over here, and as well as let's add styles.bell. So yeah, and to this styles as well, I'm not going to keep it the name bell because two components are using it. So let's give a name border round with a camel case R capital. So let's add it over here, and then here as well. Yeah, looks good. So now let's make it align in the horizontal direction. So for that, let's take this out and wrap it into the flex row and see how it looks. Flex row. Yeah, so as you can see, the flex row is having flex direction row align items. So align item center and justify content should be space between. So to this input component, it should have one flex. So let's see. So we have not added the styles as a prop, so let's take one styles from props. So container style. Okay, so let's add it over here, and then let's make it optional, view styles from React Native, as because this is the view. So in this input component, so let's add the styles, container styles. Let's give it a flex of 1. Yeah, looks fine. But as you can see that the pressable, which is border round, it's in the align as a flex start. So let's make it to the center. So for that, let's add here margin top as 0. So yeah, for this border round, as you can see, I have made it a generic. So the filter icon is having the white color, So let's add one color over here as WH, background color start white, and then add it over here like this, styles dot white. Yeah, looks good. uh, let's try to increase the height and width at least 40. Yeah, it's looking fine. So yeah, as you can see, the input container is having a bit much height, more height. So let's try to reduce it. So let's give a height as scale 40. So yeah, the height is kind of small, as you can see in the UI. So let's make it 45. I think it's having the by default height same as 45. So it's having the 50. Let's give 45. So yeah, and as you can see, if I go to the input component, it's having padding vertical as a 2 and margin top. So padding right, padding horizontal. So let's remove the padding vertical. So let's do padding vertical as 0. So yeah, it's looking fine. So let's remove the styles and add it into our style sheet. Input C capital like this, and add it over here, styles dot input container. Yeah, looks good. So after this, what we have to do, as you can see here, they are having this brands. Okay, so let's add this first. So let's collapse this flex row and now add one another for flex row. Let's take this as it is and add one thing which is flat list from React Native. Let's give show horizontal indicator as a false, make it horizontal true. Let's add dummy data. Let's add render. Let's add the render item over here. The render item. Let's close this. So render item. So here it will have one item, and then we can render over here like this. So let's first see, it's having the brands text, and after that it's having the brands in the horizontal direction. So let's add that text first. So write text as brands. Okay, and see if flex row is having, by giving some color. So let's check for this text. So the color will be black and semi bold. Okay, so let's add the color to it. Styles dot title style. As you can see, the title style is having, let's add semi bold, not 24 but let's make it 18. How much they have given? They have given 16, so let's make it 16. So yes, but as you can see, the Quint logo is getting affected. So for that, let's add over here text, copy the same styles and add it over here as a 16 with the semi bold option. Yeah, looks good. Let's add this text. Yeah, as you can see, let's see the gap in between these two. So the gap is fine. So let's add this view first. Let's give the name of the image, and yeah, first let me tell you that we have to import the assets. So let's go to the index. So guys, I have added this icon Tesla, so let's add it over here, Tesla. So it is png type, so tesla.png. So let's add this icon over here source as a source, and then import it, Tesla, add it over here, Tesla, save it. As you can see, it's showing Tesla, Tesla, Tesla 3 to 4 times. Now what we have to do over here, instead of this view, let's add this pressable. So cause user have to press on it, so add the styles, then brand container over here, and then add it over here like this, brand container. Let's see, so it's having the black color, so let's add background color as a colors dot black. Border radius will be scale of 100. Yeah. Let's go to height and width and see how much they have given. So the height is in 60 and 60, so let's add height scale of 60, and as well as width scale of 60. So yeah, let's make it 45, so it might look so small, so let's make it 645, so let's do it 50 and add it over here 50 as well. So I think it's looking fine, so with the name as well. So under this image, let's add the text as Tesla, and the color of that text will be 7F, 7F and 7F. So let's see what we have. So the placeholder color is over here, so let's add the text, brand text, color will be colors dot placeholder. I want the font size to be font size dot 12. Let's make the color, let's make the font family will be typography of regular. So let's add it over here as styles dot brand text like this. Color will be placeholder. So now for this image, what we have to do, resize mode, let's make it contain, 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 and let's reload the app. So yeah, and as well as we have to add the styles for this. So styles dot brand image. So let's add the style for the image. Height, let's give 20. Let's give the width scale 20. So yeah, it's looking fine, but if you can see, the text should be out of the pressable. So what we'll do, let's add it into one thing, which is react dot fragment, and let's add it into the pressable, and instead of this pressable, let's add it into the view, so it makes sense. So yeah, so let's make it this brand container as align item center, and as well as this justify content center. Let's increase the brand image width to at least 40. It's much, let's make it 30 and 30. So is it looking fine? Looks bit big, so let's make it 28. Yeah, it's looking good. So I want this brand text to be in the center, so let's make it text align as a center. As you can see, let's give the styles as brand container, and to this brand container let's make it only brand, so it will not make any confusion. So here I am defining brand container. Let's give the background color as a red and see what's going on. So yeah, what we will do, let's add margin right scale of 12, and here let's add a line item as center. So yeah, the Tesla has come to the center, so you can see it's moving, right? It's scrolling in the horizontal direction, but that, as you can see, we do not need this flex row. Let's remove it, and yeah, instead of this flex row, we will need here brand. So the name to this container, let's add showcase. Okay, so let's add showcase. It makes sense to add it. Let's give a background color for you to visualize it. So you can see it's looking like this. So let's add row gap. So row gap, so what it will do, basically it will add a gap between brand and this brands. So yeah, and also we will need to add a bit of padding, or you can say margin top from top, so it will come to the in the bottom side. So let's add margin right a bit more. As you can see, there are much more gap, so let's make it 24. So it's making in sense. Let's give it 30. So yeah, it's looking fine now. As you can see, the logos all are Teslas. So as I've told you that after I integrate the backend, the logos will be coming from the backend with these brand names as well. So now uh, let's add this best cars. But as you can see in this section, the bottom part is rounded from left and right side with the white color. So for that, what we will need to do, as you can see the main, let me visualize you what's happening over here. So if I add the background color as a green, okay, so the green part has only this much. Okay, so let's give it flex as 1. Yeah, so now this whole part is of this, okay, which is search container, and the showcase thing is of the brand name, right? So let's add one view and let's give the name as car. Okay, let's add the cars. Let's give the name best cars or available cars. Let's make it car showcase cars. Okay, so let's come down over here and give it a color as a red. Give it a flex 1. So yeah, as you can see, what we want, the color should take whole horizontal width and should be rounded off 30, okay, from corners. So for that, we'll have to remove this padding horizontal. As you can see, I have added in this header has it. So let's go to the main and remove this padding horizontal. Now we have to add this to this flex row, or let's do one thing, let's add P18 and give it over here, and now add this P18 so wherever we want to use. So styles dot P18 like this to this showcase. Let's add styles dot P18. So yeah, it's looking fine. Now the real game comes of this showcase. So let's add border top left radius scale of 30, and same goes for border top right radius scale of 30. So yeah, same like this. Now we have a space, so let's add the margin top as scale of 12. Let's give it 24. So it looks good. So now instead of this red color, let's add it colors dot white and remove the green color. So search green, remove this color. So as you can see, the color is having the background and this is having the white color. I hope you are able to visualize it. So let's add this best cars and the view all button, and this cars will be I think vertical scrollable. So when the user click on this search icon over here, so user is already having this search page where he can scroll the cars. Okay, so let's make this view first, best cars and the view text. So let's add that. So I'm going to add view with the text as best cars like this. And as you can see, I want this brand's style to be applied on this text same. So let's add the same styles as styles dot text. So yeah, and inside this showcase car I want my horizontal padding to be applied, so let's add styles.p18. Yeah, but now in this showcase car I also want padding horizontal, padding vertical, so let's add that. So let me add a red color so you can visualize it what's happening. So now see, the best car, it should have a much more space than what we have given right now. So instead of padding vertical, let me add padding top. Instead of 12, let's make it 20. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, so instead of red, let's give it white. Let's undo the color and let's add another text which is view all. So let's add it, view all. A should be capital. Okay, I think it's having the color which is placeholder 76. Okay, 7F. Okay, the same color of the placeholder. So let's do one thing. Let's give text view all. Okay, let's add it over here. Give the color as colors dot placeholder, font size as font size dot 12. Yeah, and for this view let's add styles dot flex row. So remove this, we will need flex direction row with the justify content. So let's add view container, let's add it over here, flex direction as row, align items as center, justify content as space between. Yeah, it's looking fine. So now let's make a component for this. So let's add the component for this car. So what we'll be doing inside these components, so let's add here a car. Let's add component.tsx, also add the styles.car.styles.ts. What we'll be doing for styles, we will copy the styles from other and remove the unnecessary styles. Okay, import it in our component, car component, and let's call it over here constyle, const styles is equal to create style from car styles, add it over here. Let's go to the styles and let's give the container as background color this red, add it over here and see if it is having the styles or not. So add the styles.container, import this container in our home screen to see if it is working or not. Car component, yeah, the car component is showing fine, but what we want inside this showcase cars. So yeah, it's looking fine. Let's go to the car component and let's make this car component. So what we'll be doing, it's having one car with a gray BG and some text over it. So let's add that car first. So this will be a pressable component, so let's give the pressable here as well. Let's add the pressable, add the image from React Native, let's give the source and let's go to the home screen to import the assets. So same like this, import the asset from assets folder, and here I have one car. Okay, so what we have to do, let's go to the index.asset and here let's add the car which is Ferrari. So as you can see, the white Ferrari is over here and the Ferrari, we need that red Ferrari, and then add it over here, Ferrari, and then let's import it over here, Ferrari, and then give the source and car image, yeah, like this. So now what we'll be doing, go to the styles, go to the car image, car image, and inside this let's add the height as scale of 200. Let's give it a width scale of 200, and what we'll be needing that resize mode as contain. So yeah, it's looking fine. So let's do one thing. Let's remove this and give the width as 250. So let's make it 200. Let's keep it like this, and let's add first background, which is this rounded thing. So let's make it green and add one border radius as scale of 12. So you can see it's having 15. So let's do one thing, add it 16, and let's do one thing, let's give it a width, max width will be 50%. Yeah, but make sure it's not going out of the screen, so let's do 60. Okay, let's make it 50, and let's reduce the car's width, take it to the 160. Yeah, it's looking fine now, but the car is looking so small. But yeah, anyways, let's give the name and reduce the height as well, because the height also is small. So now to this whole thing we have to add one text like Ferrari. So let's add that text as okay. So now we have added this text, so let's add the title, styles dot title. Let's give the name over here, font family will be typography dot bold, and font size will be font size dot 14 pixel. So yeah, as you can see the font size is 14 and semi bold. Okay, instead of bold let's make it semi bold, so it will be much more. So now semi bold, okay, looks good. So yeah, what we have to do now, let's add this 5.0 and then the star. So let's take it like this, point dot 5 and add one star. So we'll be adding the star from React Native vector icons. Let's see if material icon is having the star or not. So yeah, material icon is having the star border or only star. So they want the filled star, so let's add the filled one, material icons, and import the material icon. Yeah, name star, size 20, but it should be scale 20. So yeah, let's see the star color, it is F. Let's copy this and add it into the colors. Let's give the color star. Let's copy and paste the color over here, colors dot star. So let's remove the star T, so it's star actually. Let's put it into the view as a style, flex, add it over here. Add a line item center, give some column gap, not 12 but let's give 4. So yeah, looks good. So now what we have to do, let's add padding horizontal, scale 12. To this whole text container we need to wrap this into one view as style.styles.text container. Let's add it over here, let's cut this, paste it over here. Yeah, looks good. So now inside this container we'll be wanting to give a padding bottom, padding, let's give a scale of 12. Yeah, it's looking fine. So to this flex, let's see why it's not taking the flex. Let's add the color. Okay, so flex, okay, it's looking fine. So we need to add this location and this two things over here. So let's add that first. Let's find for the location. So for location, let's add this evil icons. Same we will be wanting in the bottom side. So let's add evil icons. Like this, and give the name location. Like this, location, but the color will be, let's add gray. So yeah, and here let's add Washington DC. Yeah, the location is on the left side, and then there is this text. So text is in the small. So let's add the text. Let's add it over here. Font size dot 12. Color is equal to colors dot gray. Okay, let's give it placeholder, and add font family typography dot regular. Yeah, it's looking fine now, as you can see. Let's add some render margin bottom. Let's do it 4. Do it similar for this. Yeah, it's looking fine now. So as you can see, I have added here background color and border width. So let's go to our previous component, previous screen, and add it over here. So what we want this into a view. Let's give it over here. Let's add one style dot flex row. Yeah, now we can do one thing. We can do like this, and now the UI is looking good. So what we'll be doing, we'll be quickly making the bottom navigation. So let's do that first. So yeah, before that, let's push our code. So we'll be making a new branch. So let's make a new branch. So let's give the name home underscore screen. So yeah, so for that, let's git add, git commit, done, git push. Let's copy this whole command, type G and this command. Yeah, it has been pushed to the branch. So let's add bottom navigation. Let's come to the app navigator, and what we'll be doing, let's see if this tab navigator has the styles. So yeah, it has the height. So we want this camera to be uplifted from bottom, same like this, and the color they have given is not actual black but 2129, this color. So let's go to the colors, and as you can see, they have the colors 29, 21, 29B. So it is having the name button, so I don't want that color. I'm going to rename it BG tab. So let's add it over here, and instead of black, let's give colors.bg tab. Yeah, so now I want this position to be absolute. Let's do bottom, do scale 28. Yeah, let's give border radius scale 30. Let's do it 30. Let's make it keep 30. Let's add margin horizontal. Let's give it scale 12. So yeah, it's looking fine. So instead of the name camera, as you can see, the tab name is camera. Here they do not have any kind of tab name, so we are going to remove this. We only need the icons to be shown. So what we'll be doing, remove this, and let's come over here and add the name home. So in the material community icons, if you can see, I'm going to use this icon. Let me show you this home outline, or we can use this as well. So let's add the icon. So the route name, if the route name is home screen, so icon, I'm adding this for focused and even unfocused. So I have added this icon. So let's add another tab. So if we have another tab, so let's say I have onboarding screen. So if I have the onboarding screen, so for that, what we will have to do, we have to add another condition. So like this, in the else if the route name is, let's suppose onboarding screen, so what I will be wanting, the search, my search should be coming from material community icons. And as you can see, so community do not have any icon, so let's add the search from material icon. Yeah, so let's add that icon, search, like this. Yeah, but for home screen we also need it to be import from material icon. So let's add this for home screen. Let's give it home only, home. Okay, so as you can see, for search it's showing onboarding screen. So as we move ahead, we are going to add search icon, we are going to add another and another, the message and the notification and then account screen. So I hope you like this video. So we'll be making some future changes to this component, as the heart icon is also there. So yeah, so that's it guys. I hope you like this video. Please do subscribe this channel. So I'm uploading very raw videos as you can understand it properly. So yeah, that's it. So I hope you like my video, subscribe my channel, and please share it with your friends and colleagues, and do comment down below what you want me to improve in, and add some suggestions if you have. And please subscribe my channel, I'm saying it again. And yeah, bye bye. Stay happy, stay safe, and do work hard. That's it.